Florence Diss, you're a partnership manager at Google in France. You are in charge for Google Maps. And here at the International Transport Forum, you have joined a panel about seamless transportation. What was, for the last 50 years, in your opinion, the most important innovation in transportation?
Well, that's a very interesting question. Given that I work for Google and that we are very concerned with data, I would say that the most important development in public transportation has been the access to information over the last 2 years, be it through new technologies such as the telephone, the fax, and now the internet. That for me has been the breakthrough in giving people and users of public transportation the possibility to choose their own alternatives.
Okay, for the future, looking ahead, not 50 years, but maybe 20 years or 30 years, what will be the most important innovation to come?
So I would say it continues along the same vein of making data more accessible so that people can continue to make these choices in more and more of an informed manner. That means giving them possibilities of using not only public transportation, but traffic where it makes sense. And we see, for example, that so far, especially when you look at things like Google Maps and other navigation devices, everything around private transport, the car notably, is very well organized, and public transportation is only starting to emerge in terms of the data that's available for users to take those types of decisions. I think the innovation will come around the utility in how we represent that data. So it's not just access to the data, it's what we do with it and how we give it to users.
What does it need to support these innovations to come, well, to track or to the public?
So I do believe that policy and governments have a really big role to play here. We see it in the partnerships that we do for Google Transit. From one country to the other, sometimes governments and policy are more active in terms of proposing certain standards, formats in the way people communicate with each other, and standards that allow a better communication for what we call multimodal transport, which is still not there. So definitely a role for public policy to support these initiatives of more open data.
Well, thanks a lot for your answers.
Thank you.